This tutorial will teach you how to make a lined crossbody messenger bag using scraps of fabric for the flap. I have included the free bag pattern for you to print and follow along with step by step. Just check out the link in the description below and you can download it for free. You don't even have to give me your email address or anything. The first step is to apply your interfacing. Apply it to the front, back, and the base gusset piece. Since I'm using a heavy interfacing, I find it useful to trim the seam allowance to reduce bulk when sewing. However, it's not always necessary. Okay, first let's prep the back pocket. Double turn hem the upper edge of the back pocket and then baste it to the back of the bag. Next, we want to prep the front pocket. First, you want to hem the upper edge of the bag. With right sides together, you want to fold over the second line and stitch very close to the edge of that fold. Now fold over the end line with wrong sides together and stitch very close to the edge of that fold. Repeat this process on the other half of the front pocket. Now you want to sew the darts in the corner of the pockets. This will give your pockets a more three-dimensional shape. Sew the center of the pocket to the center front of the bag. Then you want to stitch around the perimeter of pocket and attach it to the front. Now it's time to assemble the bag. Sew the base gusset piece to the front and back bag pieces. When finished, turn the bag to the right side and be sure to press all of your seams. Repeat that process with the lining pieces. Place the bag inside the lining with right sides together. Stitch the upper, top, and side edges together, but be sure to leave the back open. Now you want to turn the bag to the right side and edge stitch that upper edge. Again, just the sides and front edge, the back is still open. Now let's get our flap ready. Arrange the scraps that you want to use for your flap and sew them together. Note, it's easier to work with scraps that have straight edges, so you may want to cut straight edges on any curved scrap pieces that you have. Place your flap pattern piece over your scraps and cut it out. Now you want to apply interfacing to the back of your flap. Like with the other pieces, I trimmed the seam allowance of the interfacing to reduce the bulk in the seam. Sew the flap to the lining with right sides together. Leave the top edge open. Clip your curves and turn your flap to the right side. Baste the upper edge closed. Stitch your flap to the back of the bag, but avoid stitching the lining. Now you want to fold the lining over that seam and stitch closed. Now all we have to do is get our strap ready. Apply interfacing to the strap. Turn in the short edges of the strap and then fold it in half and stitch. Press the seam open on the back and then flip the strap to the right side. This will keep the strap looking nice and neat on the front and the seam will only be visible on the back of the strap. Now we need to attach the strap to the bag. Draw a box X for a guide and then stitch the straps to the side of the bag. You're stitching through all layers, so this is through the strap, the bag, and the lining. And now you're finished. You have a new messenger bag with back and front pockets and a unique flap design.